What's up YouTube, Dad here from Wargames with Joe, and he's been very kind to bring us a DDD combo build, but this is a DDD combo build with the new support from January, so you can test these out online. He's already done his deck profile, that'll be in the link in the description below, so you check that out and you'll see his build. You can put his build together and then you can test out these combos, because there is 9 times out of 10 this deck is probably going to be a meta deck come January. So without further ado, Joe is going to crack straight on with the combo build. Or plays, or... No, because I'm screwing the wrong thing on the camera. Where'd you get your degree? There we go. Alright, oh, fucking hell.
Right.
The camera doesn't want to stay steady.
Right, so with DDD combos, it's... I'm just going to say this because it's quite a hard deck to do combo guys for. I mean, I've figured out some small ones, some that branch off other combos as well. But a lot of the times you'll be halfway through a combo and you'll realise using other cards that you either get draws off, you have other contracts in your hand that can extend those plays. But here's some combos, and I'll even do some test hands just to see what I can do with the hands that I get using other cards, because like for example here I've got a 3 card combo here, but this can be extended with I have like maybe 2, maybe 3 more cards. But this is what I've got so far. So from my deck profile video, I said that I play these two, which are 2 cards that, let's say OCG builds, meta OCG builds don't play, but I do play because there's a 3 card combo that involves these 3 that I've got from the anime. So to start off with these, you send your Swirl Slime and your Baphomet to grave to make your Flame King Genghis. And now, let's grab these 2. Your normal summon your Night Howl. Night Howl is a junk synchron where you when use normal summon you can target any DD in your grave, special summon it, but its attack and defense becomes 0. So your special summon using him to special summon your Baphomet. Now your synchro, these 2, into your August King. Now because the DD's been special summoned, Flame King will now activate, letting you bring back any DD from the grave. So we'll bring back our Baphomet. Now because a DD level 4 below has been special summoned, or normal, Gust King now activates, bringing back another DD. Now you can bring back any one of these 2. I tend to bring back Night Howl because I want to use Swirl Slime later on for special summon plays. You will now use Baphomet's effect to target another DD on field and change its level from 1 to 8. Now what you can do is make this a level 4 and overlay these 2 into your Brave King Caesar. Now this is the combo, so now you've got 2 monsters that can special summon DDs from grave, a monster that can bring back Dark Contracts that when he goes to grave, and a monster that can revive all your others on the board by just attaching material and search a Dark Contract when he's destroyed. Now this is actually a pretty good board in my opinion, because you've got the highest as a 25, and if you have a let's say a witch in hand, you can set that and make them all over 3k during the opponent's turn. This is pretty good. Now this combo can even extend if you have say this or this in hand. So let's just go with the worst case scenario and longest case and say you have a gate. So you'll play your gate and search your Lamia, just get that out the way. And then you'll go with what we were doing before to do this. Normal summon this. Do special summon this. Synchro into this. This is effect to get back this. This is effect to get back this. Make that level 4. So
you don't need, do you need to technically overlay there? So because you taken out that one.
Yep.
You've obviously now you've got the ability to go into another level 7 synchro.
Yes, this is actually another thing as well. Making him a level 4 opens up 2 options, 2 branches in fact. You can go either a more fun and defensive route and go with the wave, or you can synchro, so then go back to grave and make a Siegfried, which is actually a good point, because now I'll show this to go into this, and then you can destroy this to special summon this. But as well, you can instead, this is what I'm saying, you can go into this, pop this to special summon your Lamia, and synchro these two, so Lamia gets banished, into your Siegfried. So you've kind of like leveled up the previous play by just using one card, which is a gate, which a lot of times you'll have in your hand because you play it at 3. And then, because of this, when he will die, you'll get your contract back, so you haven't even lost anything. And then when your wave dies, you search another contract, so you plus even more. You got a spell trap negation in play. So there's those. So that's one combo.
Well, that's like one combo into many, because you then have the option with Birth that you can then go into either a rank 8 play, rank 6 play, or rank 7 play. You can go into a level 8 synchro. You can go into a level 7 synchro. You can go into like rank 4. You can go in pretty much anything with that play when you have that on board.
You can actually, yeah, because you can
even without Lamia. I mean,
without Lamia.
Without Lamia, just to that point where you've got there, because you've got Baphomet and what's that one again? Howl.
Night Howl.
Night Howl. Baphomet then gives you the ability to turn Night Howl in, and then you go from there. You go to a level 8 synchro. You can go to a rank 4 play. You can go to a level 7.
Yeah, the only problem with Baphomet is probably the only downside of him is that you're locked into DDDs that turn.
Oh, so it has to be a DDD.
It has to be a DDD.
Right. Okay.
But no, you can just go into that. So you'll have all of this. So you have 2 revivals and a negation. You could have the wave, and have the defense, negation, and revival. But
it's pretty, and that's all in. That was with 3 cards.
3 cards.
So gonna be a first
3
turn,
cards, and if
card.
you have the gate, 4 cards.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. That's one deadly combo.
It's one dirty combo indeed. Next we have probably the long combos. You have these 3. You all play at 3. So, and then you have the one gate to search them all. So you will go these 2 into your Flame King. Then you'll use your Lamia's effect to ditch Necro Slime to special summon itself. Then Genghis' effect can special summon back the Necro Slime you just sent. Synchro these 2. Lamia gets banished into a formula, so we'll draw 1. And then formula with your Gust into your Siegfried. And then you can Necro Slime the Genghis into either Arc or Beowulf. So from that combo you've just gained 1 extra card, so you only negged 2, and you gained a negation and a piercer plus heavy storm on during the standby phase, or a revival if you have a contract.
Would you play Burial for a different dimension in this deck?
You can actually, with the build I play the pot, you can easily replace the pot with Burial, as it kind of does a similar thing, except it places them into the graveyard instead. So then you can extend more plays. So, yeah.
Can Lamia's effect be used again?
No.
No.
Unfortunately, it's named once per turn. But then you can play things, other tuners like Glow Up Bulb and Jet Sync ones as well, and you can go into more synchro plays. If we add in the gate, we could probably extend this play even more. Synchro, fusion into the Flame King, and then we can gate into, let's say, another Lamia, and then we can use the Lamia from grave to do that again, and then Genghis to special summon back the Necro, fusion into synchro, yes, synchro into the Formula Synchron, and then normal summon Lamia, synchro again into the Gust. Then you can banish these two, fusion into the Arc, and because you just special summon the DD, you can then special summon back the Lamia, synchro again. No, in fact, instead of that, see, this is what the thing, you can make the second Flame King, synchro these two into a Alexander, and then you can synchro these two into, let's say, Crystal Ring. So by just adding a gate, which then gets you the second Lamia, you've extended just a Siegfried and a Beowulf and changed it into a Siegfried Crystal Ring. So, and then in your graveyard, you've also plussed 1 as well from the formula. So that didn't change. You've got a Lamia engrave for next turn. You've got a Spell Slime engrave for next turn. And you've got 2 revivals as well. And then you've also, for just the upside, because it was mentioned, you've banished 3 cards, so you've made your pot live if you've got it in your hand, so you can then plus again your burial, so you can just put all these back into graveyard. So that's all that. With the rank 8, I think, just from the top of my head, all I have to do is probably just change this into a level 8, so we can just try that out. Synchro fusion again into your Flame King. Activate your gate. You can add, just trying to think, probably add Ragnarok. Ditch these 2. Well, ditch Necro Slime, Lamia, Genghis, special summons back the Necro. Banish these 2 for the fact you can. The Beowulf. Then wait. No. What have I just done? So I brought back that. No. Yes, I fusion. Sorry, my bad. I'm jumping ahead. Synchro into this. So we add 1. Let's just get rid of everything I'm not using. Add 1 to hand. Now we synchro. Yeah, so now we synchro into our Siegfried. Fusion again into Beowulf. Banish as well. Special summon Ragnarok. So this doesn't even have to be a Ragnarok. It can be a, let's say, Thomas or my Hell Armageddon. Let's say we use Ragnarok. And now we can overlay those 2 into either our Titanic or Kali Yuga if we just want a nice heavy storm. So there again. So now we have 2 negations again. So these are all very strong lock-based combos. That you, as you can see, you change and, well, not so much change, but you pick up more loops and more entries as you go through the combo. But these are all nice, small, little hand combos that I've gained through playing that just involve 3 cards, maybe with the additional 4, which has, if you noticed, has always just been gate. Gate adds more to the combo without needing the monster, because he searches any more combo pieces in the deck. That just extends these 2, 3 card combos into nice big, or even just small but very strong locked boards. So there's that. What I'll now do now is, as I mentioned, I will
do a couple of test hands.
Do a couple of test hands, because what I've been telling people have been coming to me saying, how do you learn, what combos have you learned, and that kind of thing. What I've always said is both fun but truthful, because I've done it, is watch the show, watch the episodes where the character does the duels, does the combos, and that's where you've learned. The first combo I showed you was again from the show, and obviously in this show they just want to show off that this deck can do all extra deck summons, but they're very strong extra deck summons which you can then extend. So there's a nice little pivot point, nice little starting point to learn how the cards interact with each other, how you should play, even to the point where how he implements pendulums. He uses pendulums as the first stepping stone to get the monsters on the board to go through.
Do DDs prefer to go first or second, or is that just a personal preference on the player?
It is kind of personal preference on the player. I tend to go first just because I want to get the locks out, especially if I want to say especially if I have those first 3 cards in hand, but obviously if you're in official tournaments you can't look. Or they say tend to pick before you look at your hand. But that's just, I tend to just go first just because I want to get the boards out.
Without negation and stomping and stuff like that, yeah, cool.
But if I really want to get the extra card, which does help, I'll just go second. So the first 5 cards.
Take the 6th card, put it to one side, just in case you were to go second.
Just in case I were to go second. So this is what I would have to go first, which is amazing because again, I got 2 cards out of my 3, and I got the gate to search the 3rd. I can even risk the biscuit and the lure. I got a nice set card. So now if I add the 6, I got a Thomas, which is really nice. I can now go into probably some nice level 8 plays as well, or rank 8 plays, using this card. So let's see if I were to, well, let's play activate the gate first. Let's play without the SIP card because it's a nice little limitation for us. Search the necro. Sure, I'm shuffling the deck so everyone knows I'm not cheating. For the combo guide. So let's put the hand down here. So now we go into the gust, the flame, because the flame's always best. Ditch the special, synchro into our nice formula. So we'll draw a card. I'll show you this. Nice little Swamp King. So now we can synchro up into our Siegfried. Fusion using the Necro Slime to make Beowulf. Now what I'll probably do is risk it and set the cards I want to have, play my lure and draw 2. So now we've done
You just got extra protection basically.
Got extra protection for that. So we've got now that engraved, which is a nice little small slime. All of this banished. Obviously that's just from the allure. We've got 1 negation, which is probably, you could argue it's the most important negation in terms of what the board we got, which is the spell and trap negation, a piercer, and all of this set. So that's all that.
Cool, so that was the first turn, 5 cards, kind of really nice combo. Now let's see how consistent they are if we do 2 more. It's quite scary at the moment how Konami are releasing these starter decks that can pretty much run on their own. I mean, you look at the Part 3, Monarchs, ABCs, and now DDDs coming out. I suppose it's making it easier for everyone to kind of pick up the deck. But like you said, DDDs are a little bit more tactical than they are than ABCs and Monarchs were.
Yeah, they're very strategic, you could say. So we got this. This is probably, you could argue this is worse than what we had before, but again, we got all these combo pieces that we can use, including the Swamp King. If we add the 3rd, again, we got the Necro Slime. So I can just kind of repeat what I was doing before, if I really wanted to. which...
How far could you go with the 5 cards?
5 card, 5, 5, so we'll put that. Search.
All you guys watching at home, if you just watch your screen upside down, it'll probably look a bit better for you. Joe just needs to concentrate on how he puts the cards out.
So now we can synchro in fusion into what I might do for this one is in fact no, I don't even have to fusion into flame, normal summon our Lamia, synchro up in fact no so I will probably send this contract to special summon the one from grave. No, special summon the one from the hand, who's in effect lets me get the one from grave. Synchro these two into our Gust King. Then play my Swamp King. Fusion these two into my Beowulf. And Gust King special summons back the Lamia. And synchro again into either Siegfried or Crystal Ring.
So again, similar board, bit of protection and big beaters.
Similar board, more protection, used all the cards in my hand, but I gained the option of Crystal Ring. Whereas before I was just locked into Siegfried.
Okay, and then let's go for our third and final hand, because that's not bad. 2 times you've ended up with strong boards, negates, and whatever else have you. So,
whoops.
chucking cards backstage.
Yep. Can we get 3 for free? Sick card. Now this is a very weird one because I'm literally chucked full of monsters, but they're all stuff that I can use, with the 6th being another monster. So again, we'll go with another limitation. And we'll play without the 6th. So from this, I would activate the Ragnarok in scale, so we'll put him there if it shows.
Yeah.
Good. Then we'll synchro these two.
Fusion.
Fusion again.
I was like, what? They can synchro from hand?
all these extra deck summons.
What have I missed?
Fusion up into our Flame King. Then we'll use our Ragnarok's effect to... No, we won't use that because it will burn. We'll banish our Swirl Slime to special summon our Cough. Coffin's effect will then chain with the Flame's effect. So Flame will get back our Tuner that we sent, and then Coffer will send us another card. So we'll send our Lamia because we want to extend our phase. So there's that. Now we can synchro these two, which will go to our extra deck for our Siegfried. Now we can use Lamia's effect to send the Necro Slime to special summon that, which will then activate our Ragnarok's Pendulum effect. Special summon back.
Could you not do Genghis? Or do you want to say Genghis?
I used Genghis for the first one.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, yeah.
And so now we can synchro these two into our formula synchron. We can draw another card. And then we can synchro these two. Can we synchro these two?
No, we can. Another level way.
No, I don't. So that's a misplay I've made there. I just realised what I was supposed to do is keep the Necros line. No, yeah, what I was supposed to do is not use that at all. So when that gets special summoned, I don't use that effect. I synchro these two into the Gust King because if I'm not locked into extra summons, I can. And then that effect can then special summon back this. Then I don't have the extra card.
That's probably the strongest kind of play you could go with, yeah.
And if you don't even have to use that extra effect, you can just keep this. And if I wasn't locked into extra DD summons, I can then replace that with this.
So what locks you into DD summons? Only Lamin.
I think in this combo I wasn't locked, but things like Night Howl, and what was the other one? There's another one in here somewhere. Baphomet. But Night Howl locks me into Fiends, Baphomet locks me into DDDs.
Doesn't that one there?
No.
No, the one behind you, that one.
This one?
Doesn't that lock you into Fiends?
Nope. No, only when he's done his own effect. Lamia's not. So yeah, just flicking through. Cough. No, so yeah, none of these were even locking me in.
Well, that's pretty good.
So that's even good because
that could
now
be clearing, couldn't it?
I can replace this with clearing, this with clearing, or this, and then I don't even have to use this in the pendulum effect. This can just stay there. And I keep this in there, and I can fusion these two into this.
There we go.
much stronger.
So that was from 3 test hands. As you can see, it took Joe a bit of brain power to try and figure this out. So it's not one of them decks that you can literally just pick up and go, I'm going to rule the world with this.
No.
But it does work, and it is fairly consistent when you know what to do with it. So test.
Yes, that is actually the best thing to do. Either find a build that you enjoy, or create your own. Add in your own text. I'm going to say this now because I'm in a DD group. Don't be threatened by other players. As you can see, I'm using odd cards that other players don't use, which is these, the Baphomet, the Night Howl. I'm using all these tech cards that I find that is consistent to me and I enjoy. Find what you enjoy. Find the combos that you like. Find the cards you want to play with. Find the builds as well. Because this deck from the very beginning was designed to be a deck that does everything, excluding rituals.
How long is it going to take before they do release a ritual?
I don't know, I might put an Odd Eyes Gravity Dragon in there, why not? But it's designed to do everything, and it does everything consistently, and you can have a build that focuses on anything you want. So find the focus, find the build, find the engines, the cards you want to play with, and keep on testing. Just keep playing it. I play against bots. The bots I like to enjoy playing off against is Black Rings and Light Swans because they're strong OTKs and strong combo decks. With back row that can stop you. I play test against that, and the more you play test, the more combos you'll find, the more combinations you can come up with.
I bet you'll understand there as well, like
exactly.
The do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
So, thanks for watching. I hope this helped. Don't forget to check out the deck profile. If you want the full deck list, it'll be in the DDD deck profile that came out just before this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, give us a massive thumbs up on the videos, show us all your support, and as always guys, happy dueling. If you like that video, why not check out our other videos available. We've got more deck profiles, pack openings, and of course duels. And don't forget to click on the most important button of all, that subscribe button, right in the bottom left hand corner.